G'day viewers, well, I gave this thing a long time. I went over quite a significant amount of passes and tests with MemTest 86 and it blue screened again. The MemTest 86 tests all passed. There's nothing wrong with the RAM sticks physically, they're fine. Even the old ones that are on there are fine. It's got something wrong with the controller on the motherboard, but it just can't be pinpointed for some reason. It ran fine on the boot CD, it didn't crash. Must be something firmware or something on one of the chips on that board. It's probably generic or something. A generic spin-off. It just leaked on the factory floor when this particular board was made. And it's not supported by Windows, because when it ran the boot CD, it was rock solid, it didn't crash. This is a proper full fresh installation of Windows 7. It had Vista on it before. I think whoever upgraded it had Vista Home Premium. So the other person who had it before, who upgraded this, put Windows 7 fresh install of Windows 7 Ultimate. This is a fresh install. Unless they unless they've done a patch up job. That's the only thing I could think of. I might put the window, just bite the bullet and just install Windows 10 on this thing. Run Windows 10 in it, complete reinstallation of Windows 10 and see how that goes. If it doesn't crash, well, someone didn't install Windows 7 properly, did they? But before I put Windows 10 on this, I want to download Windows 7 Ultimate 64-bit. I could download that. I've got the product key to activate it with, so off this motherboard, I got the key retained. I'll download 64-bit Windows 7 Ultimate for this thing. Reinstall it from scratch and do it all properly. And then see what happens. If it's rock solid, well, and nothing on the motherboard. Because the other IT guys have fixed it before. They only did some tests like I was doing, didn't do any reinstallation of Windows or anything on it. They were 100% right. It was a motherboard issue, but it's fine running the boot CD and the MemTest 86 tests all passed. It didn't lock up or anything like that. No issues there. It's just Windows. So I wish I had a spare SSD or something now. I have to wipe the hard drive and then install Windows 7 64-bit. Yeah, well, I put Windows 7 Ultimate 64-bit on here. This is 32-bit. I put 64-bit on it, see if that makes a difference. Surely it should do something. We see what difference 64-bit makes. This can all run 64-bit, this hardware. So we'll see what that does. Okay viewers, well, there's a backed up file, 150 gigabytes of personal files, just all videos and pictures and music. I'm going to put them on this hard drive and store them away in there, nice and securely. And hopefully I'll just want to see an experiment, what's left behind it, but just the operating system itself, how big it is. If it's small enough to fit on a 32 gigabyte flash drive, I want to see if I can boot off and run that Windows installation operating system as it is on the flash drive, just as an experiment. I don't expect it to run too fast because it's only a flash drive, not an SSD. So, as an experiment, we'll see what that was, just for laughs. I've got where is it? Windows 7 Ultimate 64-bit. I don't have a CD for that. I've only got Home Premium, which I don't like. Home Premium's too basic for me. So, Ultimate is the absolute best version of Windows 7 there is. So it's a 64-bit there, and that's you got to have 64-bit. If you don't have 64-bit, well, you're just an average Joe user, I would say, because 32-bit's only basic stuff. You can only have 4 gigabytes of RAM max, and that's it. If you want to upgrade your hardware, 4 more gigabytes of RAM, for example. Anything more, you buy, say if you bought 8 gigabytes of RAM and you have 32-bit Windows, you're only going to use 4 gigabytes of it. There's a physical limitation in the 32-bit version of Windows 7 anyway. With the Ultimate version, especially 64-bit, both versions actually to be particular. Oh, actually no, just 64-bit. 64-bit with the 7 Ultimate 64-bit will support up to I think 200, up to 200 gigabytes of physical RAM that can support the Ultimate 64-bit version. 32-bit in general across all the versions of Windows. With Windows 7, you're only going to get 4 gigabytes of RAM and that's it, no more. So I did some digging around in the drivers on that hard drive with the Windows Device Manager, and all the drivers for this board, none were really particular for this model of board. They're all just generic drivers. However, I set this up from the factory and upgraded it with Windows 7. We're using generic drivers. They did a Windows 10 basically. Windows 10 is actually things on the plug this in. I didn't have to install drivers for that. I normally would have for Windows 7, but it's all generic. So with Windows 10, everything's generic. If you don't have drivers for something, Windows 10 will just bang, go through all the archives around the internet and just put generic ones on to work with the hardware that it detects. So that's what someone's done there, I reckon, because look for some solutions to these problems on Google and stuff 90% of the time, and I get the code from the BSODs off this, the code, and I researched it. It's all put into software and drivers. So I'm going to download the actual specific drivers for this particular board, P5LPLE model access board. So I'm going to get the correct drivers for this very board. Then yeah, once I've got that installed, I'll put the proper drivers on it and we'll see how it goes. If it still crashes with the same symptoms, well yeah, there's a chipset on it that's bad. Because I had the Highlands boot CD, it was rock solid, no crashes. Mem test 86, everything passed. No crashes, no lockups. It was rock solid. So it could be a software issue with Windows on this board. Anyway, that's got a while. That's almost 4 gigabytes to download. This is going to take a while. When that's done, I'll set it all up and get all the drivers set up on this board. Then see how it goes. If it doesn't crash anymore, well, it's not the motherboard then. It was just no one had drivers for it in the first place. Yeah, well, it's good to learn these things with computers. It's quite fun when you know what you're doing. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.